Pastor Robert The RNDiva, and I'm so glad that you joined me here. I have something I want to let you know. Do you see how high gas is? You see we have a baby formula shortage. We also have food that's high. Inflation is high. What is going on? Well, things may get worse before they get better, and you need to be prepared. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Get emergency food kits right there for 2,000 plus calories a day. You're going to need that. It's brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Don't be left behind. Be ready now. Let's go. Hey, everybody. This is Pastor Robert The RNDiva II, and I'm coming to you live from Tampa, Florida, RCTV Network. And we've got a whole lot of breaking news here on this Friday afternoon. This is supposed to be the day, you know, everybody getting ready for the weekend and all that, but there's a lot going on right now, so we're going to get right into it. First of all, there's been a terrorist attack in Russia, and we have some video from inside. There was a musical concert. Let's see, 3 gunmen dressed in military camouflage. Let's go ahead and show this with you now. Share this with you right now. Go ahead and share this with somebody, all of you on Facebook and Twitter, X, and YouTube. Go ahead and share this right now. Get the word out so you can let somebody know what's going on. Here it is here. I'm going to share this with you right now. This is from Shadow of Ezra, at Shadow of Ezra on X.com. Let's take a look at this now. It says here, 3 gunmen dressed in military camouflage and armed with assault rifles have launched an attack at Crocus City Hall, a shopping center in northwest Moscow, resulting in at least 20 facilities. Viewer discretion is advised. We're going to play this video. If you not, it's not too bad, but it is a little scary. So if you have children in the room, don't have the stomach for it. But here we're going to play this. This is from inside the lobby, looks like, of the concert hall. This is a terror attack. The U.S. government had warned about a terror attack in Russia. And here, this may be what it is. Let's see. Let's take a look right now.
Паника, тише! Тише, паника! Спокойно, пожалуйста! Ребят!
Все будет нормально.
Тише, 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 вставайте. О, Боже.
Охуеть. Сюда иди, блядь. Ёбаный в рот. Блядь. Блядь.
Паника, паника. Паника, тише. Тише, паника. Спокойно, пожалуйста. Ребят.
Все будет нормально.
Тише, 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 вставайте. О, Боже.
Okay, you see the people there running, trying to get out. Now let's show also this.
Давайте. Да, непонятно. Перевази, говорю.
Дверь закрывайте! Дверь закрывайте!
There you go. You see that was in the concert hall there in Moscow, the Crocus City Hall in the shopping center there in Northwest Moscow. They say right now there's at least 20 fatalities, a terrorist attack there in Moscow. Wow. That's my dog right there. He's he's upset about it as well. Something's going on because you say, why do you care about Moscow? Because with them being in a war with Ukraine right now, this could be the start of World War III if it hasn't started already. Wow, that is something else. We'll be staying tuned. We're going to tune into some of the network cable news to see what they're talking about and see what their prognostication is. But right now, there is a terrorist attack there in Moscow. At least 20 fatalities at a concert. As the people were leaving, there was an attack. I also saw somewhere that there was a bomb as well that went off in the building. Let's see. Here it is right here. Let's show you this right here. As you see right there, the same building, there's a bomb that got moving off. Wow. Every time. World. Let's move on to our next word. Middleton. Wales. She's been somewhat missing, if you will. But we now have a statement from her by video. And it's interesting with this because I was 3 weeks ago today, I was a guest on TMZ Live where everybody was still wondering what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. I said, hey, maybe sometimes we're so used to things being, with the internet and everything and social media, we want to know everything right now. But maybe things, it's going to take a little while longer for her to get well and get better. And sure enough, my words were on it, right on it. And so I'm going to show you this, her statement. It's about 2 minutes long. And then you also see when I was there on TMZ to show that, there were a lot of conspiracy theories going around, and with the royal family kind of messing up what they were doing, Photoshop pictures put out and all that kind of stuff, that did not help things. But let's go ahead and view this now, her statement, and then we'll be right back with that as well. Let's share this tab. This is from my TikTok page, Rob Carpenter II. You're welcome to go there and put your comments down below. You put your comments down here. We'll go ahead and read some of them while we're right after this video.
Mystery surrounding Kate Middleton and what is going on with her recovery. What is she going through? And is it getting worse? There are some good signs for people who are genuinely concerned, and there have been.
You're watching TheRCTVNetworks. Try to.
Mystery surrounding Kate Middleton and what is going on with her recovery. What is she going through? And is it getting worse? There are some good signs for people who are genuinely concerned, and there have been numerous memes.
Crazy conspiracy.
You call them conspiracy theories. They are memes on the internet where people are just throwing out outlandish theories. It's not her bangs.
Brazilian butt.
It's not a Brazilian butt lift. But two things that are good signs. Prince William surfaced today. He was out and about. He actually had an event at a synagogue.
Now, by the way, the reason people got upset was he canceled an event earlier this week.
Right. So he is out and about again. And the palace actually released a statement after seeing all of these memes. And they said, Kensington Palace made it clear in January the timelines of the princess's recovery, and we'd only be providing significant updates. That guidance stands.
So what they're saying,
they did additionally say that her recovery is going well.
But here's the thing about it, and it does underscore why there's such a mystery here, that her recovery, she had surgery, what, a month and a half ago?
Right.
She's supposedly not going to surface until sometime this spring. That's a long recovery for something. So that's why this is so mysterious.
Well, it's also mysterious because when they initially told us that she was going to have an operation, they said, like Harvey, that the recovery was 10 to 14 days. She ended up spending 13 days in the hospital.
They said that was in the hospital.
Right. She spent 13 days in the hospital, and then they said she got out 13 days later, and they said that she was going to still recover at home. But how does if you've recovered for 14 days in the hospital, you would think Kate would have maybe gone out of her way to like post a little Instagram video or something saying, thank you guys for, praying for me, or I'll see you soon. The fact that we haven't seen her is what's troubling people. So even with this statement, again, why didn't they just have Kate post a waving video or something to show, hey, I'm cool, I'm fine, nothing's changed, I'm just simply in recovery.
The other thing is you kind of superimposed this over Charles, who has prostate cancer, and they were incredibly transparent about that, about his diagnosis, about his recovery, about his prognosis. And you contrast that with Kate, which is an utter mystery. I think that's one of the reasons that people are particularly concerned.
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment. But most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. As I've said to them, I am well and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body, and spirits. Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance too, as is the love, support, and kindness that has been shown by so many of you. It means so much to us both. We hope that you'll understand that as a family, we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatment. My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery. At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope.
All right. We're going to go ahead and play that video again for you. We got it a little larger so you can actually see it. And here it is again with Kate. So you can really, because a lot of people are already looking at the video to see if it's really her and if it's AI and what the background is. So here, you can take a look at it for yourself and put your comments down below, and then we'll be right back with more commentary.
Concerned.
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment. But most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. As I've said to them, I am well and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body, and spirits. Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance too, as is the love, support, and kindness that has been shown by so many of you. It means so much to us both. We hope that you'll understand that as a family, we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatment. My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery. At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
All right, this is Robert Carpenter of Tampa, Florida. And we're so used to microwave society, everything being so quick and fast, and because of the World Wide Web and social media. But a lot of times we just need to let people rest, let them recover without any pressure. And so instead of wishing her a speedy recovery, maybe we should just wish her a steady and full recovery.
I think everybody feels that way. It's just we don't know
what she's recovering from.
Real Talk with the RN Diva and Pastor Robert, now streaming on X and wherever you podcast. Let's go. All right. We see it there. We see what's going on there. We're so glad that because now we know that the world, Princess Kate speaks, the world is praying for Kate. And I tell you what, those of you who know prayer and have a relationship with God, then you know that we can pray for her, that she'll be healed, fully healed and recovered, just like he can heal you. For just in case you all don't know, but Pastor Robert, yes, I'm a preacher. I'm always go to the Bible and go to the cross. God can heal her just like he can heal you. And so we want everybody to pray that you know, because she has those young children there and her husband there. And no matter what they're saying, what's going on with her and him and all that, the drama, she still needs to be healed, just like you and so many others can be healed from cancer. As I put down in one of the hashtags, cancer sucks, okay? I've had it. I'm in remission. I had 4-stage cancer. Didn't even know I was sick. Had 4-stage cancer back in 2019. And I tell you what, I went into remission. So I know that God can heal her just like he healed me of cancer. Put your comments down below. Put your thoughts down below. Tell me what you think. And finally, we have one more story. One more story here. And this breaking news Friday. Good Lord, have mercy. So much going on. And you see there in our in the screen there, here it is, right here. Here it is. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, from Candace Owens at Real Candace O. Many of you know her. Many of you like her. Many of you love her. I've known Candace since before Candace was Candace, when she was doing some YouTube blogs in her bedroom, upstairs in her bedroom. Listen, Candace says, the rumors are true. I am finally free. If you'd like to support my work, you can head to CandaceOwens.com, where you'll be directed to my locals page, or you can give a gift at GoCandace.com. There'll be many announcements in the weeks to come. Just in case you don't know, she was one of the on Daily Wire platform, one of the contributors there, very successful, very prominent. But the last week and a half or two, Candace has been going at it with some of the concerning some of her views concerning the war between Israel and the Palestinians in Gaza. And so she got into it with Rabbi Shmuley earlier this week, and then another rabbi she had on her show, and it got pretty ugly. But I think when so there was a lot of things building up. She was making comments saying that she had compassion over the Palestinian women and children that were dying and being killed. And then she also made the comment that she didn't understand why the United States had to fund the war with Israel and Gaza and the Palestinians. Just like she's also questioning why we have to fund the Ukrainian war versus the Russians. So being that the Daily Wire, their most prominent person on there's Ben Shapiro, who is an Orthodox Jew, that probably contributed a lot to that was probably the straw that broke the camel's back, as it were. So she's over here, and we have a statement from her over here on her locals page. Let me just pull this up so you can see that, and that way you can. She's at locals.com / looks like at Candace. Yeah. Let's see. It's CandaceOwens.locals.com. CandaceOwens.locals.com. And here is her statement over there. Let's see. Let's share that with you. And she says, I'm free. It's time to build. Thank you all for supporting me on this journey. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Candace. The rumors are true. I am free. Welcome to my locals page. So much to talk about. Obviously, I'm going to take a couple of weeks here just to rebuild and to refocus and to create something that is actually mine and something that can't be threatened or taken because it belongs to me. I can't tell you enough how much your support has meant to me over the years. We're just getting started. Join the locals page. Obviously, here you can support me and my work as an independent journalist, as an independent podcaster. We're still going to be doing 5 days a week. There'll be tons of announcements coming in the next couple of weeks. And I guess the last thing I want to say is thank you. And for those of you that don't want to be on locals and just want to support in any capacity, you can head to gocandace.com. Thank you, guys.
All right. There you heard it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Candace Owens is now on her own platform. She's going to be on locals.com. And, that's the way it goes. Sometimes you got to move along to get along. And if you'd like to support what we're doing on locals.com, we also have you can go to the RCTV Network, www.locals.com, the RCTV Network.locals.com. You can be a support there to what we're doing. Also, you see here on the screen, the top of the screen, the bottom of the screen, you'd like to support what we're doing here at the RCTV Network. You go to PayPal and Venmo at the RCTV Network. If you ask CashApp, it's $, the RCTV Networks with an S. And also, if you have Coinbase cryptocurrency, you can share with us whatever donation you have. Coinbase at Rob Carpenter II. Also, if you'd like to buy me a coffee, you can go to Buy Me a Coffee. There you go, buymeacoffee.com/the RCTV Network. Support what we're doing. Independent journalism. Our podcast, our weekly podcast, will be available later on today on every podcast. Real Talk with the RN Diva and Pastor Robert. Real Talk with the RN Diva with Pastor Robert. That is a podcast that you would love it. Let me tell you something. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you just a little clip here from the RN Diva. Let me pull this up for you because she has a segment entitled Ask the RN Diva, where you can send in your questions. And she doesn't give medical advice, but she does give you medical information that will help you. And last night, it was funny. Yesterday, Elon Musk posted something talking about how nurses are underrated. And so that was a true fact. And so here she is now with her segment, Ask the RN Diva, on our podcast, Real Talk with the RN Diva. Yeah, let's pull that up for you. And there we go. And then we'll be on out here with all this breaking news Friday. We got some volume over here? Okay.
The only thing right there. If you want to live, ask a nurse. Because you may be at the hospital. A lot of people want to worship doctors all the time. 9 times out of 10, 9.99999, like they're doing the Maury Povich. We got the answers. So if you want to live, ask a nurse. Anyway, any questions for me? Ask the RN Diva. You can send it down at the questions below. The RNDiva@gmail.com. I will give you my opinion. I will not give you any medical advice. You can get medical advice from the guy in the white coat. You can come to me and just give me a good old question, and I'll do my best to opine. And if I don't know the answer, I'll find it, and then we'll learn together. Listen, if you've never said anything right, that will be the only thing right there. If you want to live, ask a nurse. Because you may be at the hospital. A lot of people want to worship doctors all the time. 9 times out of 10, 9.99999, like they're doing the Maury Povich. We got the answers.
All right. That's the RN Diva. You can see her and hear her on your podcast. Wherever you podcast, Real Talk with the RN Diva, available on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music Podcast, YouTube Music, and Spotify. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great podcast. It'll be good for your entertainment and enlightenment. And let's go back. Before we go here, just want to review here. We've had a lot of breaking news. There's been a terrorist attack there in London. In Moscow.
Давайте. Да, непонятно. Выходи. Перелази, говорю.
Дверь закрывайте! Дверь закрывайте!
We've got to pray. It's the end times, folks. It's the end times. A terrorist attack there in Moscow.
Сюда иди, блядь! Ёбаный в рот! Блядь! Блядь!
Паника, паника! Паника, тише! Тише, паника! Спокойно, пожалуйста! Ребят!
All right, you see that? The terrorist attack there in Moscow. I don't know yet, but I wonder if it has anything to do with the war there that Russia's in with Ukraine. So they said, and this is from Shadow of Ezra at Shadow of Ezra on X.com. 3 gunmen dressed in military camouflage and armed with assault rifles have launched an attack at Crocus City Hall, a shopping center in northwest Moscow, resulting in at least 20 facilities. And so the U.S. government had warned about a terrorist attack happening possibly in Russia. And so this may be what they were talking about. Listen, and of course, we also remember Kate. Let's not forget Princess Kate, the Princess of Wales, as she now is, let us have her diagnosis. She has been diagnosed with cancer. And, but we know, so the world, Kate speaks, and the world is praying. And so we know that with prayer and faith, God can heal her. Again, I'm in remission from 4th-stage cancer. I was 4th stage when I found out back in the fall of 2019, and God has healed me. I've been in remission now 4.5 years, and got about another 6 months of treatment there at Moffitt Cancer Center. But listen, I'm so excited because I know if he healed me, he can heal her, and he can heal you, no matter what it is, whether it's cancer, whatever sickness or disease. You just have to have faith and believe God. If you want to support us, the information is there on the screen. I'm going to get on out of here. It's been about 32 minutes. Join us again next time. Don't forget our podcast, Real Talk with the RN Diva and Pastor Robert. I'm Pastor Robert, and you can join us wherever you podcast, also on this platform, on X, Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, you name it, we're there. And then also the RN Diva with her segment, the Ask the RN Diva. And also we're doing a special report on Black women in leadership in America, Trouble in the Barnyard. So you want to check that out wherever you podcast. This is Pastor Robert II. Talking to you. I'll see you next time right here on the RCTV Network. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you real soon. Peace out. Yeah.
Thank you.